Hello everyone. Today I want to reading about assignment listening project. Part 1. Complete the dialogue. Dennis, joining me this evening on Theater Hour is the recent winner of the New York Times Actress of the Year Award, Jenny Langdon. She is currently appearing on Broadway in the spectacular musical Daydreams. Jenny, welcome to the show. Jenny, thank you, Dennis. It's a pleasure to be here. Dennis, your life has been rather hectic recently, wouldn't you say? Oh, yes. I haven't had time to take a breath honestly for about 6 months. Tell us what you're up to. Well, Daydreams has been running for 3 months now, but I've been working nonstop since I began working on my new movie. Ah, yes, this is quite a departure for you, isn't it? Inasmuch as I have never worked in cinema before, yes, it is. I have found a very rewarding experience and very different challenges compared to the theater work. Oh, totally. But that's been the great thing. From the audience to when we began shooting, it's just been a steep learning curve for me. You don't have time to sit down and think what I'm doing here. I belong in a little theater in Kansas. Tell us something about this movie. Well, everyone knows Tom Cruise plays the lead roles, but it's a team performance to tell you the truth. Yeah, Tom is our quarterback, but he has great support all across the field. What position are you in this football team? Me? Oh, I carry the sponge to the injured guys. No, seriously. I play one of Tom's wives. I don't want to give too much away to spoil things for the listeners, but Tom isn't exactly a good guy in this movie. He treats me pretty bad and plays around with my head a fair bit. What was Tom Cruise like to work with? Oh, listen. You get all these up and coming actors and people who just gush away at the big stars and say how wonderful they are. But with Tom, it's been great. He put me at ease from the first take, and you don't ever feel starstruck or, well, that's not exactly true. I was a little in awe on day one, where we're out in the desert in Arizona. And I just want to ask Tom for his autograph. What an amateur, but he makes it simple, and that's what's the key for me. Now you say you don't want to give too much away, but you could give us a little tester, couldn't you? Oh, sure. This is a superb dark mystery in the great tradition of cinema. Leaves you guessing right until the final frame. A lot of twists and turns in the plot. And I gotta say, some great cinematography too. I just mentioned Arizona, but we've been moving around in a lot of great areas like Texas, Montana, Oregon, and so on. Hmm, sounds like a bit of a road movie. No, but Tom is moving around a lot in the story, mainly to get away from me. Well, he can try, can't he? Has the title been confirmed or released that yet? The movie is gonna be called Choices, and we are looking at a release that around Christmas. How do you fit in the filming with your work and daydreams? It can't be possible, can it? I didn't think so either. Well, what we did was to do my location shoot at the start of filming before daydreams start. Now I am filming either in New York or a little in Chicago too. So you are commuting between New York and Chicago. Yeah. Oh, you don't sound well. I mean, it's not ideal. I miss Grace and Larry, your daughter and husband. Yes, I've been married with a child doesn't easily allow to for you to be getting up at 5 in the morning for a flight to O'Hare, but we all know this is what I've wanted to do since I can't remember when. A worthwhile sacrifice, wouldn't you say? Oh, positive in that respect. Yeah, sure. The Chicago scene are almost done now anyway. So I'll be in the Big Apple in a month until the end of shooting. Now, if we can just switch subject a little. Hmm. You rake up a lot of controversy recently when you criticized Broadway's policy on using women in major production. Were you surprised at people's reaction to that? In what way exactly? Well, it was said you were beating the hand and that was feeding you and that wasn't fair. You don't think so? It was like I was supposed to keep quiet just because I worked there. Come on, get real. I work there so I have more right than anyone else to make the observation I did. You notice I called them observation and not criticism. Observation that were quite critical. I am far from being a lone voice in stating this opinion. It just happens that I'm well known starring in a current musical, acting and performing now in this movie with stars like Tom Cruise. And now the press are interested in what I have to say. Was this point any less valid 2 years ago when I made it? Which you did? Oh yeah, I can find you the article or rather the square inch that my comments appeared in. Look, I think women are getting a raw deal on Broadway currently, and I would like to see some done to ensure the huge array of very talented female performers at our disposal are given the chance to shine 18. That's all I want, a level playing field for everyone. If there change to these policies will still be around on Broadway or shipping champion in Hollywood? Oh, no. My heart will always be on the stage. Doing this movie has given me a new aspect to my professional life, but I would never leave that. the theater side of me, I mean, behind Jenny Longdon. As always, it's been great speaking with you. The best luck with all your project and come back and see us as soon as possible. Just try and stop me. Thanks for having me on this show, Dennis. Next, part 2. I love working in the music business. It's so interesting and every day is different. The first thing I do every day is I check my email message. Many fans write emails to me and I like reading what they write to me. I read a couple of replies to my fans and then I surf around on some music website to see what the music journal says about me. Then I leave the house and go to a small French cafe for breakfast. London is a very busy city and I enjoy relaxing with my cup of coffee and I watch the world go by while I read my newspapers and a couple of music magazines. I usually only eat a pastry with my coffee. I never feel hungry in the morning. At about 11 o'clock, my car arrives and takes me to the studio, which is about 10 miles outside the city. I meet the other members of the band and we drink a cup of coffee together and talk about the ideas we have for the day in the studio. We never start working in the studio until about midday. Usually, we begin with the problems of the previous day. At about 3 in the afternoon, we stop for lunch, but sometimes we continue recording if we have some good ideas. Because I'm the singer, the group, I must be careful with my voices. I never sing if I feel tired and I drink a lot of water during the day. For the last couple of hours until about 6 p.m., I don't sing, but I help the rest of the group with the music. I go back to London by car and arrive home at about 6:30 or 7. Sometimes I have an interview on the TV which is always really interesting for me. I meet my boyfriend Peter and we go to eat a tasty meal in a restaurant. He loves foreign food, so we often go and eat in an Indian or Greek restaurant or something similar. I've got to bed too late as I don't want to be tired for the studio. Part 3. A news anchor, Larry Watson, was talk about their thing happened in sport news. 26 years old Brazilian tennis player Diego Garcia advanced to the French Open semifinals after defeating Hans Graller. He will face Ruud Lange or Brett Wilson in the final. Italian rider Gianfranco Brezzi won a stage in the Tour de France and now leads the overall standings by more than 6 minutes, wearing the yellow jersey. The IBM Open in tennis was briefly held to two-wheeler Australian golfer Mark Capel played well, 5 strokes under par. Rose Walter from Canada made a lucky shot on the 12th hole. Gerd Kruger from Ferrari secured the pole position at the Japanese Grand Prix in Tokyo. He performed better than Eddie Cochran. Milwaukee defeated Pittsburgh 10 until 2. Boston beat the Yankees 7-3, and Houston overcame Louis 4-1. Thank you.